All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching a TV review here, right here on Metro Television, Monday edition of the show. And we're going to begin with the stories making the headlines across the world. But let's begin with this one, right? We're talking about the most streamed artist on Boomplay. That was, one of the things that popped up over the weekend about the most streamed artists on Boomplay. And trust me, about like 20 artists, right? There's only one Ghanaian artist in there. And can you imagine that? It's a very sad thing. So let's take a look at the list and then we'll evaluate them and see which Ghanaian artists do you think was in there?
Which Ghanaian artists
Can make
it there? Sakode can make it there. Yes, but
hold on to that. So let's check out the most streamed artists on Boomplay.
Chão, le moyen, pop passe à c'est comme again. Et pas te watari ou for moyen. You are my gem and they comfort you. Daddy Joe my Josh.
She wants a gangster in a bed tonight. She wants me I know. And man a full ground me a day tonight. She a calling my phone. Oh, she say what is I'm again no be so. Girl you want capture my soul. I'm again no be so. Make you want I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. They are talking shit. What the no get to me? See you for I put up my ass.
All right, so there you have it. That was from number 10 to number 4. And we're just going to continue with from number 4 going all the way to number 1. But interesting one there. So it's not Sakode in the top 10 there.
Right.
It's Black Sherif in the top 10, as you have there on the most streamed artists on Boomplay. So I'll be sharing that with you, right? So let's begin. As we were, from number 10 was Joe Boy, and he has a total stream number of 433 million, and he's from Nigeria. And then Black Sherif comes through with 446 million streams, the only Ghanaian in that top 10. Number 8 was Shay Vibes with 472 million streams. Number 7, Ruga with 512 million streams from Nigeria. Fireboy from Nigeria with 586 million streams. Davido came through at number 5 with 608 million streams. And number 4 was Umar Lay with 830 million streams. Can you believe that? And then the top 3, as we have it, all from Nigeria. Right. Number 3 is Ashake with 840 million streams. Kizanios coming in at number 2 with 985 million streams. And then number 1, as you know, Burna Boy with 1.1 billion streams on Boomplay. That is crazy. So you have only one Ghanaian artist in there. And even if you take a look at the top 20, it's still one Ghanaian. And you just have one Diamond Platinum from Tanzania in there. Fally Ipupa from the DRC. There's Rayvanny, he's also from Tanzania. Harmonize from Tanzania. Zuchu and Mbosso also from Tanzania. So it's predominantly dominated by Nigerian artists, about 5 artists from Tanzania, there's DRC, and then one from Ghana. Helen, are you surprised?
Not so surprised, but the question is Nigeria the only country in Africa? What is really happening? What's really going on? You know, as I was going through, I'm like, okay, we have the video in there, who has been around for a very long time. And of course, a lot of people like Burna Boy, he's been around and he's in the billions when a lot of them are in the millions. And then there's Fireboy, there's Ruga, like, you know, all of them are Nigerians, just like Desi mentioned, just a few Tanzanians, but only one Ghanaian, and that is Black Sherif. What's going on? Where is Shatta Wale? Where is Stonebwoy? Where is Sarkodie? Where are the other ones? There are a lot of artists here. We have, you know, the likes of Kwame Eugene and the likes. Where are they? What's happening? Is it that in Africa, people are not streaming their songs? What's going wrong? Like, are they not pushing enough? But I can see for a fact that these artists in Ghana are really pushing hard. What is wrong? Is it our marketing strategies, like we've talked over time and time again, that is not working right? Is it the distributing companies that are not really helping? What is wrong? You know, because it seems Nigeria know they are winning around this, and they are winning. A lot of people are streaming their songs. What are they doing right? What can we learn from them? These are questions I would like to ask, and I hope the appropriate people will give us answers to these questions.
Well, we know the answer. We know reach.
Right, we know reach.
We know reach in terms of, and I'm not talking about in terms of music
Right.
quality. I mean, that's on a
Yeah.
different level. But I'm thinking the idea of music marketing
Right.
and getting the fans, getting the music to the right people. Now, take a look at the top 10. All of the artists there in the top 10 had massive hit songs, or the year under review, 2023 into 2024, have had global hit songs. Songs that have traveled just not in their countries, but across
Beyond.
Africa, right? Mind you, the Nigerian population also
Right.
accounts for this, right? If you look at DRC, Fally Ipupa, I mean, he's an OG.
Yeah.
He's in
He's
there, and he's
around.
almost like a representative for the French-speaking countries. So you can imagine the other French-speaking countries all tapping into Fally Ipupa's music and him also getting into those places. Now, for the Rayvanny and all the others, Tanzania is not really like a very big country, right?
Right.
But there is enough money in their system, and you know that, and also the language that they speak. And that has become very crucial for people from the East, Central Africa, going to Southern Africa. Swahili is a very big language amongst all of those people. So when you drop a song, when Diamond Platinum drops a song or
Right.
Rayvanny drops a song, and they most of the time speak in their language, so you wouldn't hear a lot of their songs
Right.
towards the West Africa as we have it here. The language, the Swahili, is spoken by a wide number of countries from the east to central to southern. So it cuts across to a lot of African countries, right? For us, we do music in English and pidgin. Unfortunately, we are overshadowed by a country like Nigeria, who has a huge population, and when they move heavily. So their songs cut across into the English-speaking countries and even to the other countries that do not speak English, but based on the Afrobeats rhythm and all that. That is why you can have artists go to countries from Nigeria who go around Africa and go and perform, and the places are full. Kiss Daniels was in Tanzania
Right.
was it last or last year when he had that issue of not coming up, but the place was almost full. Burna Boy is everywhere. Asake can go everywhere and perform, and people will pull out for him, right? What about us?
Is it that we are not, taking all these cues? Because all this that you are saying, are we to say that our artists are not aware
We
of
don't get
this?
money. I said
What is
this
the
morning.
problem?
We do not have money.
Right.
If our artists have money, they'll be able to move into not just Ghana, Nigeria, but move to other countries for proper tour. I know artists who say, I'm going to the Gambia. I mean, Kim Promise was in the Gambia a few days ago. People were singing Terminator.
Right.
But apart from Terminator, which other
I've
which
no
other
idea
one?
where
Terminator,
that song.
by God's grace, blew. And
Definitely.
so automatically went through the social media vibe. And then when he goes in there with the money, he could do all of those promotions. But how many? I mean, how many really? Sarkodie went on tour, but it wasn't in Africa last year. And his music, apart from Ghana, he's a global brand.
Right.
Let me put it that way. He's a global brand. But I don't think there's enough push for marketing in, across Africa. Right? But these are Nigerians, Charlie. Even in Ghana, I've said this. See, Davido's album, Timeless, to be pushed in Ghana, the amount of money that was pushed in it, and so Ghana the artist budget. What I say. I keep saying that we do not have money. We do not have money. Money no did the system inside. So the artists see they also want. And you think we will be more happier than them that their songs
Yeah,
are
out there. I'm sure
no,
they
they
are
also
going to
love it like that.
break
The team
their
will love it
songs are
like
out
that.
there,
But
yeah.
they don't have money to do that, and they cannot spend all the money like that. You understand? So
Then if that is the case, then I don't think that the industry is going to go forward anytime soon. Because if we claim we don't have money and that is it, end of story, then how are we going to go? And how are they even going to get money to start with? Or is it that they now have to, leave what they are doing, make some money aside because investors, are they really ready to sponsor musicians in this industry? Are they willing, And a lot of Nigerian investors are ready. They are investing, but there's no investment here. Then if money is the problem, it looks like we are never going to get anywhere. Then.
talent is never a worry for Ghana. I keep saying this. We have,
Right.
when it comes to talent,
Yeah.
we get talent pass, but we
have
don't
a
get
lot of
money, and we know we don't have. We don't have the numbers, and we don't also have money. These two, for me, I think, play or downplay the effort of our artists.
But
They
do you
put in a lot
also-
of work,
right.
but where is the support coming from?
But do you think it's also a deliberate attempt for, because if you are talking about numbers, if a song is good, like example, Black Cherry, you have a beautiful song and people in Nigeria are streaming it, that is how he's able to make it to this very place. Now, people are streaming it out there, it's a good song. Why can't it go far? So if the song is good, whether it's the numbers or a lot of people are in Ghana are not streaming it or Nigerians are streaming it, should not be the worry. If Kwame Eugene have a song and it's good and Nigerians are streaming it, then it makes it to go far because of the number. If you are talking about numbers, yeah.
Okay, a song can be very good.
Right.
And thanks to social media nowadays that people are able to get on there. But even with that still, people pay influencers to be able to push the songs further. You've heard about people saying our influencers are charging
So it's all about the money, right.
And with them.
Sir.
You cannot promote it.
Sir.
You cannot push it forward.
Right.
You'd have to go for media interviews, social media, strategic placement of the songs, playlisting, all of these things.
Right.
It's massive money. The reason why Sugarcane, as we've heard, George Britton, who was handling Camido at that time, they invested over 1.1 million cedis into the promotion.
And he didn't get the
is
money
it
back, I
dollars?
guess.
I think it's dollars.
Right.
Into the promotion of Sugarcane. And look at the numbers that they got back. So if you don't have the money, you can try. And that is what our artists are doing. They are trying their best. They're pushing it to the point where they want people to naturally love the song and help them promote it. But to what end? So, I always say we don't have the money, we don't have the numbers, but we have good songs and good artists. But it will take a while. We're still pushing.
Because it seems just the good songs and the talent is not taking us
We
anywhere.
are still pushing. All right. So let's continue with number 3 to number 1. We mentioned Ashake coming in at number 3, and you have Burna Boy coming in at number 1, and Kiss Daniel at number 2. Let's check it out.
Pàdé mi lọ́sùn lọ, tóbi gbà tí bá ní kò bọ́kù lọ. Àlàyé mi sáré tẹ bọ́tì lọ. Gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ ló máa fi ń jọ́gọ̀jọ̀. Ká lọ ṣe shopping jọ. I know they send that they job my life.
Yeah. Don't sleep, wake up.
Collect your money,
Collect your money. Free, wake up. Yeah.
collect your money.
Don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
So there you have number 3, number 2, and number 1 coming in there from the Boom playlist.
Right.
So that is your final thoughts on this.
Yeah, I think that...
I think it's good that at least Blackway is in there.
Yes, at least we have someone representing us, and the fact that he's getting there, we can take a cue from him as well, and understand that they are talented people and there's no money. Then investors should invest in our artists, because I'm sure Nigeria is doing that, and they are getting their money back. So if you're an investor, you don't need to be worried that if I invest, am I going to get them? Once you invest in a talent, you are going to get it back. Look at Black Sheriff. If someone didn't invest in him to promote him, to make him get there, we would not be seeing him. He will be talent, but he will be in his room. So it's high time invested, invest in our musicians, and they themselves should invest in themselves. Some of them think it's difficult. If they have, let's say, 100,000 CDs, they wouldn't want to invest all. Sometimes you have to take the risks to be able to invest in yourself, and I'm sure you would not regret at the end of the day. The video and the lights from Nigeria are doing so. Why not? We can do it as well. So basically, Desi.
All right,
that should be my
so
final
there you have
thoughts
it, our first story. The next time we're moving in and we want to talk about, I don't know if I wanted to skip this and talk about, okay, let's go to Adekunle Gold, because he has made it known that he was a sickle cell, and he's actually a sickle cell survivor, and says that if he is able to do it, you can actually do it. I think it's a very inspiring, story there from Adekunle Gold, and you know him, he's an amazing singer. There you have him on your screen, and the husband of Nigerian singer Simi.
Right.
Their home is always a beautiful home because they'll be singing all through every single time. And he is, pushing this message across to all people there that he's a survivor. And so you can also survive in there as a sickle cell patient. And that's a very, important thing that, he said. Now, the Nigerian singer acknowledged that he was battling sickle cell anemia during his recent performance, and he's been diagnosed with the sickle cell disease, and that was at birth, as it's been. And he revealed that he has lived with the condition throughout his life, and he says that even though it comes with some challenges, he's been able to manage the illness, and he's been able to pursue his music career and perform on stages. So he penned down, that touching message to all fellow sickle cell survivors, encourage them to be resilient and steadfast in the face of adversity. Helen.
It's like a motivation to people that are definitely going through this form of condition or any other thing. People are going through a lot, and sometimes they have zero idea that others are also going through the same thing or have been able to survive. But when a celebrity is able to share their story that, look, I've been through this, but here I am now. I'm doing music. People are loving me. I'm doing good. You can also overcome it if you're able to manage the situation and you do not give up. You can make it. So for me, seeing him, a great personality like himself, being able to come out to share his condition and him surviving it is a great motivation to everyone out there that might find themselves in similar situation.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you didn't know, well, that's it. I know a couple of people at sickle cell who passed on, earlier in school and all that. But yeah, he's still here giving us good music, and we pray for him that the Lord will strengthen him and keep him, safe throughout there. So that's it about Adekunle Gold. Some inspiring story there for you this afternoon. And let's talk, on that note, to a sad one, and that's about the passing of the lead singer of Morgan Heritage, that is Peter Anthony Morgan. And, he passed on, and his family released a statement, not exactly disclosing what, killed him, but they announced that he has passed at the age of 46. And, it's a really sad thing. I know, if you know Peter, as we're talking about, maybe you see, or maybe we could take a song from Morgan Heritage so that you can see the Peter we're talking about. I'll show you him there. He had, of course, they all had, the long dreads, but he had some gray hair just around there, was the lead singer for them. I even saw that Perez Music had posted that, it's a really sad thing. He was listening to him a couple of days ago. And Morgan Heritage, Grammy Award-winning group, and they've been doing lots of things, even in Ghana. They were here last year, and shouts to my guy, NYB, though. When they come to Ghana, he's their guy, and he's been doing all the promo for them. And this morning, he posted that had really hit him. And so that's him. That's him there on your screen. So maybe we could just take a quick sneak peek, listen to his voice, and we'll be back. And this made me realize that loving you is not the perfect love. Too bad. We're gonna miss that voice of Peter Anthony Morgan, and he founded the group actually in the that was in the early 90s with his siblings, and they started Morgan Heritage, and he's been through with the group till now, and he's passed on there at the age of 46. May his soul rest in perfect peace, Helen?
Yeah, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Reggae is one of the genres I loved growing up, reggae and dancehall. And to hear his voice, I love that genre a lot. And his voice, shooting one and beautiful songs. It's just sad to have lost such a legend right there. It's rather unfortunate, but may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. Now we've got, moving away from that, there are two big stories that made the headlines over the weekend, and this is where we'll be centering our phone calls to. So please get your phones ready, and then we'll be opening the phone lines. First off, let's begin with Iyoko. So we all know the issue with Hajia Faril or Montserrat Faiz, right? Now the thing is that after everything that's happened, we understand that Iyoko says that they are going to make some moves to make sure that they invite some or they investigate some celebrities or celebrities across board to find out the sources of their wealth. Because it is quite questionable. And I know a lot of people have raised concerns that, this person pops up, is driving this car, what work is the person doing? Can music alone give you that money? And all of those things. And so very soon, they will be engaging celebrities to find out their sources of their wealth. Do you believe it's a good move? Do you think it's a good thing? I know people who say yes, it is, because other people are just putting things on social media and becoming bad influences to others, giving people pressure, unbearable pressure on social media, and they just want to follow them and do whatever thing that they can. And making reference to this particular Hajia Farouk case, what is it, Helen? Do you think it's a good move?
Not really. When I first read the story, I'm like, okay, well understood that you want to investigate into people's wealth. But then I was like, okay, but why also not investigate into people's poverty? See, I have seen a lot, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of celebrities, living legends who, are living in more or less brokenness. They are finding it difficult to survive. I've seen young celebrities who are also finding it very difficult to survive. But Yoko is not thinking about them.
But that's not their mandate.
Right.
But that's not their mandate.
Right. That's not what?
That's not their mandate.
That's not their mandate. But you see, without poverty, some of these things will not even come to play to begin with. Now, I have seen politicians get rich overnight.
Yeah.
I am worried and I am wondering why Yoko is not even thinking about them first.
But Yoko has been doing that over the years.
We have, yes. No, but we have seen an example I'll give you, Sila Dapa in recent times where we have this SP fighting with her and, for no reason, we don't see where the thing goes and Yoko is there. We don't know what they are doing about it. Why are they not worried about politicians, really? Because we see them really, they are even taking our money that belongs to Ghanaians. Why is Yoko not worried about them instead? Celebrities, I understand that, they may find their ways and do certain things which is not right. I mean, the likes of Mona, in time past, to tell you just be hardworking and all, not knowing that she was doing other things. But you see, she's going to pay for it. Mona is going to pay for her whatever she's done. If really she's found guilty, she's going to pay for it anyway. And talking about social media and its pressures, I think one will allow themselves to be pressured by social media, because if I see someone posting whatever, I will not be moved for a second. Why should you be moved? Because indeed, you don't know the source of people's wealth. But I think Yoko's main focus should begin with politicians first before they come to celebrities, and also be worried about people's poverty and how they are struggling. Then we can take it from there.
Hey.
Desi.
Anyway,
You're right.
anyway, I do not agree with the poverty bill. That one,
Right.
there's not their mandate.
Right.
Their mandate is to make sure that they investigate and find some of these things, right? Even when you go abroad with footballers and all that,
Right.
they are being investigated when it comes to tax evasions and all of
Right.
these things, and they are taken to jail for it, right? Because you are doing
They
that
haven't
on the
paid their
blind
tax and
side
all
of
that.
the government and
Right.
all of that. So, I mean, if you think that your money is clean money, you have done it, what should
Right.
be your worry in this? I know some may see, as you say, it's an attack on the
Right.
intimate space.
Yes.
But you just have other people doing same things, like scamming,
Right.
doing things like that, like internet fraud. And we know how some of these artists say this in their songs. And I join my brothers and at the end, it's all part of the scamming, it's all part of the fraud. Getting people's money and putting it into their music and all of these things. We know that they hear.
But some
we
of
dey
them,
hear 'em.
will even tell you that, we do these videos and it's just for the sake of it. We say these things and we don't even mean it. We
So
say
that is why when the investigators come, they
So
investigate.
some
You
of them,
just-
when it comes to music videos, some of them will tell you that it's for the creativity's sake. It's not really something we are doing. We are just saying it. So, when you are moved by some of these things and what they are saying in their song and you listen to it and you take it personal, well, it's up to you. Because some of them will come to the
There's a
defense and say
rapper
that
called
there's
Lil
nothing like-
Deck.
Right.
He's been in trial in the States.
Yeah.
In court, they use his lyrics against
him.
So I don't think I'm a like me way a day. I don't have any I don't have any problem here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you're coming to investigate
Yeah.
me, what is the problem?
Well, there's no problem at all.
so
But
you have any
I have
problem?
a problem. The problem is with politicians not being, that is my major problem here. Let's investigate them first before we come to even the creative industry. Let's investigate them first. That should be our first call and not the creative.
Okay.
That is it for me.
All right. Anyway, so very soon we are going to open the phone line. So please, they'll put the number on there, and then we'll talk about it. So let's talk the final about the Guinness World Records. Now, on Guinness World Records did not reply the comments that a lot of people have been asking, where is it until one person tagged them in a post and they replied that, the Asantua's attempt was unsuccessful and all of that. Now, people are saying that why does she keep the information to herself? And that is what the problem has become right now. So today she was on another channel and brought in screenshots of, so her defense is that she has lost the logins into a particular email that is supposed to find out whether she has been successful with the attempt or not, and even with the refund of the money and all of that. Some are saying that she's lying. Others are saying that New York no cray. But at this point, it is her word against what is out there. I think that I could agree with people that we all supported you, right?
Yeah.
You did this and that, we all supported you. If there was a problem with it, you should be able to tell Ghana, right,
Sure.
or Ghanaians, because we're all with you in this one, we're supporting you. Now, per her explanation, she said she's lost the logins because, the screenshots that she released, she had asked about, when is the results coming? They even paid a priority fee and all that. And according to the Guinness World Records, they've refunded the money to her, which she says she hasn't received an alert to because she doesn't have the logins for it and all of that. I think that let's water it down. Let's hold it down a little bit. I know some of us are very disappointed with her and all that. Others to whichever way is the attempt that she attempted. The attempt did not go well. And the reports have it that it's because of the inconsistencies in the time breaks that got her disqualified. But it's also interesting that in her response to the message by Guinness World Records, she says #bouncing back, reattempt. So she's going to do it again. That's what I'm thinking. What's your thoughts?
Doing it again, I'm not sure. Even her first attempt, you could see the struggles. It wasn't easy at all for her, and I don't think it's something she would like to attempt again. It would be shocking to me to see doing this all over again. But maybe if she does that, she will take a cue from her previous experience and then, put it in the second attempt to make it better if she really wants to get this record attached to her name. But I've seen comments on social media talking about her lying and all that. And I've seen one comment that really interests me saying that Ghanaian politicians need Afua Asantewaa at this point because indeed she can lie for Africa. People think she's lying through her teeth. She's not being truthful because which one is I'm not seeing my logins, I'm unable to,
But can it not happen?
It can happen, but this one, it seems too good to be true. People are just not in disbelief of Afua and how she's acting it all out, making it look so real, but the realness, people are still thinking is not that real. They feel Afua just wanted to hide something. But I watched one of the interviews where she was explaining that, she has nothing to hide. In fact, she has failed many times in her life. And so if this is a failure, it's just a step to bounce back. And then she wouldn't have been worried to show it to the rest of the world. So she hadn't seen it. But truth is, a lot of people just don't believe her story.
All right, so we're putting the phone number there. Please call us. We've got a few minutes to pick some calls. Your thoughts on this, whether on the Guinness World Records, Asantewaa is a failure in there. What do you make of that? And even the explanation as to why she didn't let us know about her unsuccessful attempt. And also Ioko saying that they want to, investigate the lifestyle, the wealth of celebrities and all of that. Helen seems not to agree with them. And you can also touch on Ghanaian artists not making the list for the, just one artist, Blanco, making the top 10 most listened on Boomplay and all that. So call us right now. Let us talk. But I made reference to the American rapper. It's actually Young Thug, though. It's actually Young Thug, not Lil Durk. I beg your pardon for that. So please call us right now and let's have a conversation about the issues that we have raised this afternoon with respect to Asantewaa. I think that she's getting a lot of ambassadorial dues.
Definitely.
Anyway, let's get on to the lines. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from?
Ibrahim from Upper East Region.
Ibrahim from
Upper East Region.
Upper East Region.
Upper East Region. Okay. Ibrahim, which of the issues you want to touch on?
I really want to speak to the issue of Afua issues.
Okay, please, you have a few seconds. Let's do it.
Yeah. So a lot of people are complaining that she's actually lying. So at this time round, our politicians need to have her as someone who can also play key role. But on the other side, let's agree that in this life we have it's a journey. So if you embark on a journey and you're able to make it, I think it's something we should all rally behind her and then support her anytime around. So, but I also urge that if you should come out and speak to Ghanaians, you remember when she started, we all came out in our numbers and
Yeah.
we're actually supporting her. So I believe that it's something she doesn't need to hide from Ghanaians. She should actually come out and let us know the real thing that she's going through.
Okay. Thank you very much,
So, but
Ibrahim.
on the issue of this Ghanaians, talking about Ghanaians making their ways in, I just watched the Boom Play list, and then it's only Black Sheriff that is making way and
Yeah.
then putting Ghana on the map. I really want to use the opportunity to tell our investors they should at least try and then support. Like you rightly said, we have a lot of talent in our country, but the truth of the matter is that our investors would like to even some of them would like to channel their money into different businesses.
Yeah.
But I want to use the way to tell them that they should try and
Okay.
support the artists so that Ghana will also grow.
All right, Ibrahim.
So
Thank
that's my contribution this afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibrahim, for calling us all the way from the Upper East region there. So you can also call us, let's talk. But first, I want to say that Ifue's attempt was huge for this country,
Definitely.
right? And we're all hoping that she could, get the record. Unfortunately, it
Ghana on the
wasn't, but the positives of it is very enormous. I mean, how we all came together at that point,
right.
to support her and all that. Helen, we've got a caller on.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim, calling from Dakuman.
Okay, tell us, what are you talking about this afternoon?
My issue is about the Ajia for real.
Okay.
Yes, I heard you complaining why is Yoko trying to involve themselves in any investigation of that sort. Yes, it is the mandate of Yoko to check such things. Because if it is left like that, many people will engage in such things.
Right.
And Yoko, I think Yoko is trying to stop any celebrity from any indulging in any scam
Right.
or of that sort. Yes.
Right, but are you not worried about politicians as well, or you're also just concerned about celebrities?
For the politicians, we don't want to talk about them.
Really, why?
Ibrahim, thank you very much.
Right.
No, they do that. I mean, for
Right.
the Cecilia Park case,
Yeah.
now it's been left to Yoko to investigate it,
Right.
right? So they are doing it. Maybe we
Yeah.
want to see much more,
Energy, just like they are putting it in this one. We want to see same.
they,
It shouldn't be like,
they will do that. But that doesn't negate the fact that
one-sided.
that is their work. They need to
Right.
do that, Charlie.
Right.
All right, so we can do probably like two more calls before we wrap up on the show. Call the number now and let's talk about the issues that happened over the weekend. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Please, can you turn down the volume of your set?
Okay.
Great. Great. What's your name? Hello, what's your name? Hello?
I hope he's not listening to himself
He's
on
gone.
TV.
We've lost him on there.
Right.
So I also think I
Yeah.
agree with people who are saying that Efua should not be talking so much
Much,
because she
right,
made.
that is
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
What's your name, please?
I'm Saba Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel. Talk to us. Which of the issues do you want to touch on?
My take is on the stream,
Okay,
the
sure,
Boomplay stream.
sure.
I think it is the investment. The big men in Ghana here are all buying into politics and scam and those things. But for them to channel the money into the music industry, they will not do. That forced Hajia for real such to get money to push herself in the music career.
I think I like that point.
So we should just put things and merge things, invest, and we will get there.
Okay.
We are envying the Nigerians. The Nigerian politicians are investing in
True.
their
Right.
True.
arts. They are investing in their arts.
True.
They're stealing money from the country. They are using it to invest in their art.
Yeah.
So the stolen money which the government and the politicians are stealing from us, they should invest in the talent which the youth have, and Ghana will move forward.
All right. Thank you
I
very
think
much.
I
I
really
totally
like his
agree with
point,
you.
yeah.
But also, I think that in as much as we bash investors for not
Right.
coming through, a lot of people have lost interest in investing in the space because of what they've heard about
Right.
artists getting monies, being invested in, and later they turn their backs on the investors.
Right.
In time, Ms. Musica Beshe, done on home, I'm not going to do it. I'll even tell the next person, the next investor, that yo, you better go get some land somewhere and start some real estate or do some other business rather than get into the music space. But for Nigeria, yo, the Alajis are pumping in the money
Right.
because they know what they're going to get back. They understand the music business. Our people here do not understand the music business.
Right.
And so they know that when they think when they're giving out the money, there needs to be an outright, amount that they should be getting. But anyway,
I think they should understand.
let's do our final
Yes,
caller.
all right. Good afternoon to you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, please. My name is Solomon, calling from Kaswa.
Right. Tell us, what are you talking about this afternoon?
About Asantua Guinness record.
Right. Let's go.
So why the Guinness record did not give any reason why he did not qualify? He failed.
I think
Right.
later, some of the
Yeah,
information that
will
has
be
popped
out
up
there
is
for you
that
to
there
see.
were lapses in their time for rest,
Right.
for her resting periods.
Sometimes she goes, 2 hours or more before she comes back.
Yeah.
There were a lot, and I think Bongo was talking about it at a point in time, and people were not
okay.
agreeing so much, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, but it pains me a lot.
Yeah, it's
Because
rather
he has really
unfortunate.
done well.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Because a lot of us were hoping that she puts Ghana on the map, but
Of
I
course.
mean,
Sure.
yeah. All right, thank you very much for calling.
Solomon, for calling. So that's all wrapping up the show.
Right.